when the very first light of dawn gently blushes the snow-capped peaks of the Sierra Nevada. A red fortress slowly awakens from its centuries-long sleep, rising from a sea of deep green forest. This is the Alhambra, or Alhambra, the Red Fortress. It is not merely a palace. It is a poem written in stone and water. A silent song composed of light, shadow, and flowing time. Pause for a moment and listen. The sound you hear is not the wind, nor the echo of footsteps. It is water. Here, water is not just a source of life. Water is the soul of the Alhambra. It whispers through channels, glides across marble basins, and mirrors the sky itself, making even the heaviest walls feel as if they are floating. As horseshoe-shaped arches open before us, they invite us into a world that has stood almost untouched for more than 700 years. A world where time seems to breathe more slowly. Act 2, Architecture and the Power of Beauty. Step inside, and you will not find towering statues of kings, or painted portraits demanding obedience. Instead, the walls speak softly. They are covered in flowing Arabic calligraphy, woven into stucco so delicate it resembles lace. Again and again, one phrase appears: Wa la ghalib illa Allah. There is no victor but God. This was the Nasrid dynasty's declaration of power. Not through swords or conquest, but through faith, restraint, and beauty. Look up toward the ceiling of the Hall of the Ambassadors. Thousands of cedarwood pieces interlock above you, forming a breathtaking geometric dome. It represents the 7 levels of heaven, a universe carefully ordered above the ruler's throne. Light filters through lattice windows, breaking into fragments, scattering across colorful tiles below like moving stars. Every proportion follows harmony. Every line seeks balance. This architecture was designed not to intimidate, but to calm the soul. To remind all who entered that true authority flows quietly, like water. Act 3, Life in an Earthly Paradise. At the heart of the Alhambra lies its most famous space, the Court of the Lions. 12 white marble lions stand in eternal vigilance, guarding a central fountain. This was a masterpiece of medieval engineering. From the mouths of the lions, water flows into 4 narrow channels, symbolizing the 4 rivers of paradise: water, milk, wine, and honey. Imagine life here centuries ago. Kings and queens wandering beneath shaded arcades, silk garments whispering with every step, the air filled with the scent of jasmine and roses, from the gardens of the Generalife. They would sip mint tea from crystal glasses, watching the city of Granada stretch endlessly below the hill. Luxury here was never loud. It was subtle. Cool air brushing the skin. Fragrance carried on a breeze. Colors that soothe rather than overwhelm. And above all, the music of silence, broken only by flowing water. Act 4, The Sorrow of Farewell. But no paradise remains untouched forever. The year 1492 marked a tragic turning point. The last Sultan of Granada, Muhammad XII, known as Boabdil, was forced to surrender the keys of the city to King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella. Picture his solitary figure, leaving the palace of his ancestors, never to return. The halls fell quiet. New footsteps echoed where old prayers once lingered. As the sun set, its crimson light washed over the fortress walls, like a final wound across the stone. Legend tells us that Boabdil stopped on a nearby hill, turned back for one last look at the Alhambra, and wept. That place is still known today as the Moor's Sigh. It is the sorrow of losing beauty, of leaving behind the thing you loved most. And somehow, that sadness still clings to the walls, to the water, to the air itself. Act 5, Legacy and Eternity. Empires have risen and fallen. Dynasties have vanished into history. Yet the Alhambra remains. It enchanted even its conquerors, who chose to preserve it rather than destroy it. Today, travelers from every corner of the world walk these paths, in hushed voices, as if afraid to disturb the spirits of the past. The gardens remain green. The water never stops flowing. The Alhambra reminds us of a simple truth. Power fades. Beauty endures. As night falls, the palace glows softly beneath the moon. Mysterious, dreamlike, a vision from 1001 Nights. Standing here, the noise of the modern world fades away. All that remains is gratitude for the timeless creations humanity has left behind. Thank you for joining us on this journey through memory, beauty, and history. If you enjoyed this story, please like the video, share it with someone who loves timeless places, and subscribe to the channel for more journeys into the world's most breathtaking wonders. Your support helps keep these stories alive. Until next time, may beauty guide your path.